Welcome to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
I'm Rebecca Plum, your big sister.
And I'm Shaun Surha, your GBF.
We're not that hot or that young.
But we believe it's a state of mind that helps us build adaptable and profitable businesses.
We rely on the support of our design besties to get through each day.
So let's explore the emotional, practical, and humorous sides of being interior designers.
Welcome to the club.
Hey, Shaun.
What's up, Rebecca?
I'm just trying to ease into my weekend and life is fighting back.
Like, what are those sayings? Like, have you heard those famous African sayings? And it was like, intelligence is chasing you, but you're faster kind of insults. Like,
No.
the weekend is chasing you, but you're faster. Like
Seriously.
like it's trying to be like, come on, come relax.
That tracks.
That does track. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. This was one of those weeks that just was a literal snap.
It
And it
blipped.
disappeared.
Agreed.
Not in a good way.
No. But you're also doing big stuff right now.
I am.
Cecily's going to middle school.
I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's
that's a
yeah.
big life event thing. And also is I need time to also absorb and take in that my daughter is a middle schooler and her life's going to be different. And it's it really is a big shift. That is happening. And you're still trying to work and keep everything afloat while also absorbing that and assessing it.
Yeah. And her energy has actually been better than I thought it would. She seems she's not an excitable person. If you can imagine, I would not have an excitable person that I made, but so she had her little orientation. So she's going from her elementary school to middle school. That's 6th, 7th, 8th. And it is kind of a big girl school. It feels like a mini high school. And it looks more like a mini high school than mine did. It's a little bit newer, or it's a lot newer at this point, but it was really cute. They did this orientation for just the 6th graders that parents couldn't come, which I give her independence and want her to be independent. I'm not a helicopter parent, but they did not let the parents in the gym. We lined up, they just kind of funneled all the kids into the gym, and while they're all cheering, there's 8th graders that were their mentors that they got assigned, and all the staff cheering them in, and the parents had to stand outside, and you could just see the moms
My
and
baby!
dads. Yeah, they were really having a hard time. I didn't know they weren't going to let us in. We're just supposed to leave him here for 4 hours. I'm sir, you need to...
You send them to school for whole days before this.
And you're not, we're really... It's a big change from elementary school where they're begging you to be in the classroom all the time to where, now we're, really not allowed to.
And
But I did get emotional.
They're establishing it for them.
I walked
you guys
away,
are grown now. It's different.
Yeah, and the shift of...
Did you have the my baby moment?
Kind of. I think it was a mix of that, which I wasn't expecting, and PTSD of middle school. Until you that's what's so interesting about having a kid is you relive things in new ways, and you forgot. I forgot what it felt like to be in middle school and starting it, and then just seeing all these kids in puberty and different stages of it, and the braces and the awkwardness, and some are little kids still with
and the weird
toys.
12-year-old boys with their little hair lips.
Oh, no way. No, Shaun, these boys look like they're 7 years old. It is so different.
I forget how far
6th
behind
grade is
most
still...
boys are.
Yeah,
and they're
6th
not
grade
meant to be
boys...
further ahead, but yeah.
No, 6th grade boys, there is a huge difference between a 6th grade boy and my 6th grade daughter, especially.
100%. And also makes you realize girls, because that's what we're talking about, is these are girls, have no business giving these nasty, immature boys any attention. And I don't understand why when I see any girl in that age group who's just like, I really like this guy, or they have that crush mentality. I'm like, with this little ball of whatever is like barely surviving in his bedroom and can't bring his trash out of his room or something. Like, I already know who that boy is. Like, they have no business talking. Some of these girls are
Cecily,
leagues ahead
yeah,
on
I mean, Cecily is
everything.
like not going to suffer any of that at this point. Like, I picked her up. I'm like,
Uh-huh.
well, I picked her up and her friend later who wasn't there with her, but we took them to get their nails done. And I'm like, okay, so like, are there any cute boys? And Cecily was like, not even the, oh, gross, mom, but the, are you kidding? Like, I wouldn't deign to give them the time of day.
Like, I would never, like,
But if
the
she had
standards are
gone to
high for a
high school,
reason.
I think if I had dropped her into high school, I think she would have had a different idea about that.
Maybe, yeah, because the boys would be maybe more mature, or not really. Let's be honest now. But
Not actually, but like some of these sixth grade boys,
yeah,
I mean, it's cute. They're still kids, but like you wouldn't have a crush on a 7-year-old, you know?
it's
Like,
so weird. Yeah, because they do, like, they're children. And then it's just so funny to be like, girl, don't get that boy. Like, you look back at, I can remember my mom talking to some of my girlfriends because I was like, it was all girls. All my friends were girls. And she was just like, you shouldn't be dating anybody because, and like, she was trying to give the real world moments to those girls.
yeah.
Like
And
basically
that's
she's saying like men ain't shit. This is what she was trying to tell these little like preteen girls. Like, men ain't shit. Go do and live and
for
explore and then
sure.
like absorb learning, absorb the girlhood, get that. But you don't need to have boys. Like, and now I
I
like look back at
mean,
parents saying no boyfriends as like not like a restrictive thing sometimes, and more like a just trust me, your life will be better. Like,
yeah, like keep your like eye on the prize of getting out of here.
yeah.
Um,
Anyway.
so yeah, so that's kind of been a lot, but I don't even think we've talked about this that much, but we're also redoing the flooring in half of our house. And so like we've had it planned for months and it's the schedule starts on her first day of school next week. So it's like her whole bedroom, our whole bedroom, and my home office. So it's like the rooms with the most nitty-gritty shit, you know, like on the floor, especially hers. So now she last night moved her mattress into my front living room. So
Okay. It's like
it's
a
just gonna
sleep
be a
it's like
disaster.
a sleepover mess kind
Flop
of.
house.
Flop house.
And it's just gonna keep getting worse.
Mm.
Like, we're excited to clear out her room and, like, give her a good baseline to start over and, like,
Sure.
be hard on her about it because, like, both of it drives us crazy. But she didn't have, like, the capability of being very organized in her last setup. So,
I could
she's
see
going to
that.
have all the opportunity, but it's just, like, gonna be 3 weeks of just living through what our clients live
That's
through.
yeah, pandemonium in the house and like mess and disruption
Like,
and
minimal dust, hopefully, we're doing her closet, and that's getting reframed and drywalled, so that'll be the major, but it's only the closet and hopefully can stay contained, but yeah, so it's just gonna be shit everywhere, like, my little meditation corner is in that front room that she's now taken over, so, like,
oh
now I have to
yeah.
go in, like, the family room, and my husband wakes up, he's like, "So, what's for breakfast?" I'm like, "Fuck off, can you see me?" I'm I'm actively writing in my journal right now, like, "Please, like, no jokes, go." Like, I have to have another family meeting because it's just
Like, hey guys, this is going to be stressful and annoying for everyone, but I will not survive if we don't. You guys have to give me some sense of peace. Like,
like, yeah,
I'm
our
going to,
house just feels smaller all of a sudden, and it's
it,
not even started yet.
because you don't have any separation. This is why, because you have a mostly closed plan house, like,
In
mostly.
the
And,
best way,
but
yeah.
this is about to blow that out again. And it's just like a reminder that the open plan house has issues.
It's not for me.
It's, it's not for a lot of people. But especially if you get oversensitized, like I realize that more and more that the environment that we've tailored, like especially like now I'm like in a rental, that there's a very purposeful and slow creation of like everything where you need it. It's intentional. It's like easy to control quiet times or things like that. But then when it gets disrupted, I'm like, oh, I really do rely on that. Like, I really don't want a surprise guest just dropping by to say hi. I want to see people more. And I'm down to do something like that. But I like some people are just like, come on in. It's a little busy today. I'm like, oh no, I'll come back a different day. Like,
Yeah, or
I don't
I
need to
like
be in there during it.
I really like to be alone a
Yeah.
lot, but I really like to be alone
Yes.
in the mornings and when I get home, and that is July, like, saw that out the window. Like, Terry's home. He likes house noise, so that's where we're not the same. Like, he has the TV on, like, basic TV, so it's commercials and Born Identity reruns, like,
It's all playing in the
oh
background.
my
Like,
god, like, always a low level of radio on somewhere in another room, which is like my I hate sound you
oh,
can hardly hear. Like, that's
but
also triggering.
it's still like taking up space in your brain because it's playing
Dissonance.
there and you're
Yes.
yeah, yeah. And your brain is also doing somewhat of like a constant threat assessment of what's that noise? Is that
I just,
someone
like,
knocking on the
don't like
door? Like
that kind of stimulation and lights, and I don't know. So,
mine
with
is
already
I'm just saying this as a joke. Like it's I am not diagnosed, but whatever tism things are there for me. One of them is repetitive sounds that are not on a repetitive cycle. So it's almost like, okay, this is a good one. That smoke detector sound that people
Mhm.
like the low battery sound, because I can't predict the repetition of it. Nothing will trigger me faster than when I hear the first one of those go off and
It's
I'm like
also
ready to pull the house apart. Like
yeah, but it's also, like, purposefully designed to
catch
and
your
a
attention.
tone that's like an alert. Yeah.
And I feel like people's phones do that to me now too. Like I remember being on the train and needing noise canceling headphones because all the random beeps, dings, and alerts on people's phones, it just becomes this like it's the scenes in movies where people have all the ringing and they just like start screaming. They're like, ah, like
Yeah.
that's what happens when I'm like in an airport and suddenly the five people around me all have start stuff going off. I'm like, oh God, let me find a quiet corner.
Yeah, it's just like the energy, I think mostly is like I'm impacted by that energy. Like I definitely now when I travel wear headphones and sunglasses even more and more inside. When like at market, I was wearing my sunglasses a lot in Vegas
I've been
inside.
wearing my glare glasses a lot, like my blue blocker one. I wear them a lot now, like even just in the grocery store, like glares. I probably honestly, you know what part of that is I know I have an astigmatism in one eye that is it's getting more apparent, but I'm not at a prescription level yet for needing any other form of prescription. It's just I have the astigmatism in one eye and the reading isn't the problem yet. So it's going to be probably better when I have like a permanent set of glasses that do that instead of trying to like augment my reality constantly.
Yeah, it's so annoying because I can't see in glasses walking around, but I need them for reading, and then I don't have them, and then you're outside, and if you have to read something in the sun, like, it's so
Man.
fucking annoying. Anyway,
And we're
so
so
yeah.
young and hot.
Yeah.
This is the reality, you know? We
Yeah,
here.
so I'm going into a season of chaotic energy in my home. So all this
Yeah.
like airport, Vegas market, I know I'm walking into like that's supposed to be
Oh,
chaotic.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like you
But
don't
my
go to Vegas
home,
thinking you're gonna get a quiet weekend, you know?
no.
Yeah.
But when you don't have that at home, like it's awful. So
Agreed.
hopefully by my birthday, we'll have everything so fresh and so clean.
I have I have optimism for you that that will be. Like I can't anticipate that there would be a lot of big drawbacks. Like
Actually, her closet gets installed on September 3rd. So no, actually, that's not
make them do
my
but they're gonna do
my
like your
wish.
room out of the way first, like your
My room, I
office
don't
or
think will be impacted very much. He
okay.
said we don't even have to move our bed. So,
Hey, okay.
yeah. So fun. But
That'll be
school
good.
comes back and it's going to be, yeah, a little bit of emotion the first couple weeks, I think, but
It's
that'll be good.
but it should be too, right? Like there's the like having space to feel what you're feel like there's probably a little bit of like excitement for her, but also the parent nerves of it all that happen. And then knowing that you're maybe a little bit of like apprehension of, okay, this is when the big feelings are going to start. Like she's going to be coming home and we're going to have to deal with the high school shit. Like that's going to be there
Yeah.
really fast. Like,
And like it's seeing this new season of like I already like give her and force a lot of independence on her more than I see other parents in the same age do.
yeah,
Like she has to do her own laundry and dish it, like stuff like that that I'm like surprised people don't make their kids do, but that seems basic. But now I'm just saying like, girl, you're gonna have to like advocate at school. Like no teachers I don't think are gonna be sending reminders home of what homework is due. Like you have to write it down and like ask if you're unclear and not
yeah.
let things go by. You have to organize your assignments. Like I'm not gonna know what they are. And I'm not probably gonna ask. So
It's too many
anyway,
for you to keep track of that you just need to
well, I don't
say,
have
like,
access to the information. So, and I'm not marching into the office like a lot of parents probably would. So,
like a turbo parent who's like, why aren't you doing this? It's like they need to be taught how to do this. Like they need to know to check their assignments and when is stuff due. And so, okay,
um,
so what I'm hearing
yeah,
is you're also going to be getting her into like planner life
I
or
think.
something like, because
Yeah.
she probably won't have a role model for that in school, like to visualize when her stuff
And
is
each
due.
teacher
And
like is going to have a different set of rules. There's 6 teachers.
I remember doubting a professor, because so in high school, I never really like I didn't really have to study. I don't mean that in a pretentious way. I just mean I was really active in classes and I did a lot of honors and AP classes. And that was like a little bit probably too active for me as a student looking back. Like I was doing all the things. And because I was always like hyper into what the classes were and all the assignments, the studying for stuff didn't, it was like I didn't have to study. They were like, well, read these chapters. Okay, I read them. That's quote, studying in high school is just read the chapters and then you can take the quiz. So then when I got to college and professors were starting to say, this assignment's going to be easily 8 to 10 hours, I'd be like, the hell it will. For sure it was. For sure
I
it
know.
was.
I
For
did the
sure it
same.
was. And I still did that even when I got to design school, going back to school when I went to design school working in banking and going to school, they were like, this drafting assignment is easily 5 hours. Do not underestimate it. And I was like, no fucking way. I'm good on a computer. Like, and sure enough, like 6 to 8 hours because I underestimated it. So that is part of the learning of school is to like fumble around a little bit and fuck around and then realize, oops, I did not do that right.
Yeah, like my focus with her is going to be mostly on creating habits that work with her brain. And no one ever helped me with that ever. So, like, still working on that at 50 years old. So, her and I are really similar in a lot of that. So, that is like, okay, like, start now and like finding tricks and things that will help her be a better student in places that she's not excited about. So, yeah,
Yeah. Oh my God.
And then also trying not to project too much of my shit of that on her of like, "Okay, mom, I don't need a lecture. I just asked you how to do this."
So some of that will probably happen anyway.
Of
And then
course.
but now you're saying it out loud, which is gonna catch you in those moments of like,
Just shut up, close your
okay,
mouth, let her
like
do whatever.
tell me that's gonna turn into those, how would you like me to support you? Like
Yeah,
that's what it's gonna be, is like, Cecily, what kind of support do you need? Like,
right.
and then hopefully she like learns that she can bring it to you as an easier thing. And then yeah, my triggers were always when I needed the help. I didn't realize it till very late. And then my mom is like, it's 8 o'clock and it's due tomorrow and you're coming. Like that was the energy where I was like, oops. Like, yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't realize how much extra time everybody needs for their day. And I think if anything, Cecily probably has seen that from you growing up, that she can't just spring it on you if you planned your evening to have time to work on a design presentation, or like there are a little bit of ground rules of like you can't just get a
Yeah,
ride whenever you want,
I
know?
will say she does respect our time, and that is kind of sad, probably. But also, like, I'm glad, like, she's learning some of these things early that, like, she has to ask. Like, I'm not just here to do her whim at all times.
There are
Uh,
definitely parents that are doing that where they're just
oh,
like
yeah.
constantly catering to their kids. And look, I don't have kids, so I'm going to say whatever I want about it. But there's definitely a lot of over catering where it is easy to understand why children think that they run everything and they're like, my kids are running my house. I'm like, and whose system is that? It
No, I've
wasn't the
had people call
children.
me
Like,
asking for their college kids to have an internship, and I'm just like,
I'll
"No."
never hire someone who isn't going to come and talk to me personally, ever. If your
Yeah.
college kid can't call for an internship, they can't pick up the phone and call a vendor and ask
They're
about
not
an
gonna be able to do
item.
what they have to do,
So,
yeah.
nar. Like,
And maybe the kid didn't even know, but I don't know.
maybe. Is that
It's
our
a
first Just Stop?
Oh, is it?
Is
I
that
haven't
it?
just stopped doing everything for your kids,
Yeah.
especially mothers of boys, because my
Because men
daughter's
ain't
not
shit.
gonna stand for that.
Because
She
men ain't
Ye
shit. They need to learn early that they need to get their shit together and that no one's going to do it for them. And, they need to
well,
hear that
I
they're not the
think
best voice in the room all the
the
time.
girls of the future are gonna
I
not need
believe.
to take care of another person like that, I
Oh,
hope.
yeah. Why take care of a man boy when you could just take care of yourself and live an amazing life? Also, there was a stat recently that like the homeownership rates among single women are now like the highest they've ever been. And I was like, hell yeah, they are.
Well,
Rightfully
yeah, because
so.
they weren't allowed to buy houses 50 years ago,
Well,
but
yeah, yeah. The
let's
baseline was
be
set very
real.
low. The baseline was set to
We're
0.
just getting started,
Um,
though, like, that's the thing is we're
that's what
just getting started,
that's
like,
what I'm
my
thinking. Like,
generation kind of is really the first one that has felt fully independent in a lot of ways in
yeah,
my whole life. That, like, that's so weird. I am the first generation that has felt that. My mom couldn't.
yes. You're right. You're
My
right.
mom couldn't have a credit card most of her adult life or buy a
And my
house.
and my grandma who passed last year around this time, she was in her mid 90s and
Oh, she
the
for sure couldn't do
100% the
shit.
reason that she had so many terrible men in her life was because she felt like, and it was true, the
She
only
needed
way
a
to survive in
co-signer.
society was to have a man sign for things. And she was a divorcee, which made it even harder. Like every time and every layer was set up as a disadvantage. And so, yeah, like, anyway, yeah, just
It's
stop
wild, you
doing
guys. We're
things for all your
just
boys. And also, you should probably, like, I,
and daughters, like, people
and
do it for their
daughters,
girls too. Do
but
some things, but also, like, do some things. I'm not saying be neglectful asshole. I'm
no,
not.
I don't think that's what you meant at
She
all.
loves me.
But, like,
Like,
I for sure think that, like, learning how to make some of the food that you like is empowering, learning that you can try things, like, there is so much freedom in even watching parents, like, help their kids figure out, like, "Oh, remember you really liked this food? Do you wanna get more of that?" Like, in getting them to realize that they can say yes and not just have everything handed to them, and I see tons of boys especially, 8, 9 years old, 10 years old, and the mommies are still, like, unwrapping their string cheese for them. Like, okay, ladies, like, I'm sorry, I know there's, like, a little bit of that boy mom thing and okay, whatever, but, like, it's time to let it go because
there's a point, yeah.
they're taking that with them into, "My girlfriend's gonna do it, my wife's gonna do it, my whatever is gonna do that stuff," and it
And
really does
probably
sit
they
there a long
don't
time.
love their husbands leaving stuff on the floor, so
Yep.
I don't know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I was gonna say, we didn't even talk about other stuff that's going on the pod. Like
Oh,
we have one. If you're listening to this and you're hearing about Just Stops, you can submit Just Stops to us. But also, we want more designer features to put on our blog from you guys.
Yeah. So on that note, designer features, it's like a really easy way to get like a little bit of quote unquote press. We're not exactly the press, but it
I don't know
is.
that we have press passes at events.
We
are
do.
press. Yeah.
I don't know how many eyeballs you get, to be fair, but the value of it, even if it's just for SEO, like it looks really good for a website that gets traffic to be
Uh-huh.
pointing to your own website. So it's that. If that's the least it does, then that is great and helps other people find you.
Yeah.
Um, and it's not a big ask. So you just need to submit a few photos. There's a form that you fill out a couple questions about the project. It can be one room if you have enough, like maybe you need what, 3 photos?
Yeah, we've done features with like 3 to 5 photos even.
So it doesn't
We
have to be a whole house tour. So like if you're just kind of getting started and you just want to write something up, like please, if it's already been published, we don't care. We're not Oprah. We don't need first.
Yeah.
We don't need to be the scoop. So
But
please.
if you're looking to get longevity out of something, like include us as part of your PR strategy. Like we're happy to share those. I always think it's fun to see what designers are writing about the projects. I always find that to be more revealing when we're putting those blog posts together
Totally, and they're those, like,
is
little
like
cute stories that are about the clients or whatever that they have.
and it is good practice for we make our pitch pretty easy because the form, it's at our link in bio on our Instagram if you want to submit a designer feature to us and share a project. But we kind of help you tell the story. So it's not really that hard. We ask you some questions, which I honestly have found to be helpful practice for if you are going to want to pitch projects in the future. It does help you start to learn about that angle and like a lot of those questions that we have are also questions that we've been
You could
asked
use
when
it. It's
featuring
like a little
stories. Like,
pitch.
yeah, so you can use that as a way to get practice and get comfortable with it in an environment where you're mostly getting to, hear from other designers and highlight your work. And yeah, we'd love to get more of you guys.
One more thing about that, so we, like, really need these, you guys, so if you're a friend, like, we have, like, a cadence we're trying to keep up with just to keep our messaging consistent. So if you know us and you want help, like, that's just an easy, free thing, and it helps you too. But I did have one of my friends write back and say, "Oh, I have a project, but it's already been published, and it's not, like, super colorful, so I don't think it's your style." I'm like, "Oh, no, 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 no. This is nothing to do with me or Sean's style. The Hot Young Designers Club doesn't have a style. So, like, it's really to celebrate all designers who listen, all design styles, all client style. Like, that
Yeah.
has nothing to do with it. So,
Yeah,
just
we're not for better or worse,
curate, like,
it doesn't have an aesthetic style like a magazine we're trying to fill.
it's not Studio Plum and whatever style I like to put in my projects. So, it's style agnostic. So, please,
Mhm.
like,
We're more interested in
all of
hearing
your
from
work is beautiful.
all designers, not necessarily a type of project or a type of thing. It's more important for us to like share the stories that you guys are working on. And like there's cool moments in there where they're like, this project didn't start. We didn't even think we were going to photograph it. Or this room actually was something we carved out of the project that ended up being the most awesome part of it. Like those are the little nuggets that I like hearing that motivate me when I
Yeah,
read
like
these designer
someone had like
features.
really interesting art that the client already had and like the story behind it. I don't know. Yeah, there's always like fun stuff. So anyway, please,
Yeah.
pretty please.
Send us your designer
And we bank
features.
them. So like if you just want to get it out of the way, like we bank them for a while. So we would love to have a slew to work through for the next couple months.
Ooh, a slew.
You guys, we're working on it. It's
Like when you're
hard.
hearing
It's
this,
hard.
we have put together with our planner in Mexico, we have built the itinerary. We're going the first week of March 2027. It's 5 days with your design besties and
5 nights.
5 nights and we've got all sorts of stuff. We've got cultural moments, we've got architectural moments, we've got food moments. Like we're really trying to absorb into as
We've
much of
got
the
free
culture.
time. We've got
one-on-one
alone
time
time if
and
you
group
want it.
time. Like
Mhm.
we've got some sessions that we're putting together for the designers that are going, and space is limited. Like it's not even 50 of your closest design besties. Like
No, you'll get to know everybody on the trip, and we really want it to be like a bonding experience. I mean, things we do just tend to be like that because that's what we like. So, even if you don't know somebody, you will know somebody, several somebodies at the end of it. And yeah, the planner that we have, I've been on a trip with her before when I went to Oaxaca a few years ago, and she's so great. Like, she has a great taste level, so, like, we're already, like, trusting things that she's bringing to us, and she plans weddings, so she also, like, knows about nice things that we like and just the experience we want, and she'll be with us the whole time, so that was really helpful on that trip because, like, we would go to restaurants where there were no English menus or, like, some of the food was things we weren't sure what they were, so she would be there to explain. She'd order for us if we weren't comfortable. I think Mexico City is a little bit bigger. I mean, it is a lot bigger, so I don't know what that difference would be like. But she just is with us, and she is providing transportation, and she handles the drivers and kind of the on the ground fixer stuff, so we can just enjoy the trip. And if anyone has issues or questions, like we have her too, so it's not just Shaun and I. Like, who'd
like
never been
guessing
there
in
before.
Mexico. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that was
My
important for both of
Duolingo
us.
streak might not get us very far, so
No
my
kidding.
dead Duolingo streak.
I think I think it for us, it was also like neither one of us doing great at Spanish. We were like, okay, the ideal trip is also going to mean that we get there and we can you just start the thing. You don't have to think about any of that. It's all cared for, is what we're trying to really make this about. Of your job is to get here, and we have handled the thinking. We'll have, when there's free time, we have some recommendations for things that you can go see and or places to eat. If you really don't want to adventure on your own, we'll have some recommendations of places that you can do that with. Or if you're just like, I can't, I'm so happy I'm away from my family for a week and I'm just going to hole up in my room. Like, you could do that too during those moments. We'd
And
like
they're gonna be nice rooms. Like, we found Gabby actually was there a few weeks ago, and so she went to a few different hotels we were looking at, and she, was like, she knows her stuff. Like, she wants to only recommend great service levels, and she knew the aesthetic level we wanted. So we're really excited and happy with where it's ending up. So
her attention to detail. She was like, I won't lie, at this other, which it's a place we're not considering, but she's like, I didn't get the warmest welcome here. And I was like, hey, that's, you know what? If they knew you were there as an event planner and coming with a big group and they chose not to roll out the red carpet, we don't want to be there either. Like, we want to be somewhere where they want our attention and they're happy to see us, build a really great trip together. So that's what we're going to do. So if you're on, two ways you're going to find out about it first. One, if you're already a member of our Patreon members will find out first. They will receive early bird access to the trip when it goes on sale, which is very shortly. And if you filled out our travel inquiry form where we were asking you about what you would want to see from trips about HYDC, that's also at our link in bio on Instagram. Those hotties that already filled that out will also find out about early bird access. And that's the fastest way to find out about it. We're expecting it to
and
move quickly.
hopefully the only place because they'll all sell out before we go
I
public.
know
So
we kind of have already heard from a few people that they're like, yep, pretty much add to cart like right now.
like
And
send us
that's
the cart. I know. So we're on it. We're working on it. Okay, so the last thing is we haven't talked about in a while are our Just Stop features, which we used to have our own whole episodes about if you're an OG. And now we've asked you guys to submit them on the website, and we are sharing them here. And we just had enough to create a little segment today.
yeah. Yeah, yeah.
But
Thank
I
you
want
to
to
our
just
submitters.
thank you. And I have one that I just want to submit first.
Do it.
Post Vegas Market, pre High
Okay.
Point. Okay, can we just stop lighting vendors? They're cute. but I do not need this many options for cordless mini lamps.
Oh my God. And also,
Like,
why are they're all so expensive
and
for
they're
there to
so
be that many?
tiny. They're
Yes.
so small. Like,
The
it's
restaurant
maybe
industry doesn't even need that many.
no, yes, exactly. Like, unless you're opening a jazz bar, like, we don't need them. Like, I think they're adorable. Like, you could pop one on a shelf, like, sure, but although I don't really wanna take and charge this thing and maintain it for a shelfie moment. I just don't.
It's a lot.
So, if you have, like, great applications of where they make sense and it's worth the charging and unplugging of it all, I don't get it. Like, give me a big one. I know Visual Comfort has decent sized ones that could actually be an floating end table lamp that I would take the effort to charge that battery because I use my end table lamp
Yes, yes, yes.
because it provides great light. I just don't get these little things.
There's a lot of little dinky lights
So
out there. Like,
many.
just because batteries are easily accessible does not mean that we need that many of them floating in the world. Like,
Literally every lighting company had some new launch of like 10 new ones.
do you think
And
it's mostly for like a renter consumer
but
audience or
where are
like
you
I don't
putting like what is the application use? Like
do you
where?
think this is like
On your
a new
coffee table
capital
maybe?
it's a new capitalism thing is what I'm hearing. Is it's just
It's just
like
a
everybody
trend, I
needs
feel
little
like.
lights and then everyone's buying them on TikTok shop and all that's what I imagine they're trying to sell to is like
No, I think they're just keeping up with the Joneses of the industry. And because this company's doing it, then that company has to do it. And I get it. Like maybe everyone has to have one. But like, can we just work on getting the bigger cordless lamps working? Because those, like, we actually need to float in living rooms.
yeah. I
Like, we need more
I
of those.
I have more realistic challenges getting lighting out to isolated furniture than I
Yes.
do. Like, I can also just put a candle in a votive on a shelf and get some glow instead of a charging lamp. Or
Or put
I
an
don't need
outlet
all those
there.
little, yeah, I don't need that many little lamps. No, I don't think anybody does really. So I'm with you on that
Yeah.
one.
Okay. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like
Oh, we don't have to
we're getting
apologize.
more and more feedback of brands that are listening with. So I'm now being kind of conscious about
I'm
who
just going to
we
chalk that up
mentioned, but
to market research is that designers aren't the ones asking for this many cordless lamps
I like that there
and
are some. Like, don't
fixtures.
get me wrong. I'm not saying the whole category needs to go away. I just think we don't need to build on it at the rate that they're coming out. Like, I need way more other things first.
Yeah, it feels like they want, like 300 SKUs of rechargeable things. I'm just like, I don't think that's where everybody wants to be. That seems like a lot.
Consumers, they're not. They could barely like they're barely using lamp. I can barely convince somebody to put a lamp on a side table, much less now you have to charge it every 5 hours. Like, no
Yeah,
one
they don't
wants to
even
do that.
last. Yeah, they're not going to
No,
last that long. Like if they can't make it
it's a
through my
big
dinner
ask.
party.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
maintenance.
it is
Okay,
actually.
all
Just
right.
stop
So
that.
just stop.
Um,
Just slow
do
it
you want to
down.
just like maybe
Do
chill on the
less.
release? Yeah. Like maybe, don't make it like you're so like you want us to like you so much and maybe we'll like you more kind of vibe. Yeah.
I don't know.
Um, should we take one of our hottie
Uh huh.
submissions? Okay. Let's do our first one. This one comes from Byron in Miami.
3D renderings. I don't ever want to see another one of these on your website, on your Instagram. It doesn't show any capability of your talent, process. Those are the two things. Like, this is a very visual industry. So, the visual appeal that you're able to provide to people, which is just, it's just like, it's candy for your eyes. And then the process, those are the two things that justify your pricing. And so, a 3D rendering doesn't show anything. Stop.
Is it a hot take?
So is he saying don't use 3D renderings to market your work?
That's kind of what I picked up.
Yeah.
To which I have one bone to pick with it
Uh-huh.
is everything is content. And so on the Instagram front, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to share whatever. I think designers should share whatever they can, because how are they supposed to show it? I
Well,
still feel like renderings are valuable if it's clear that it's a rendering and it's
I
clear
think
that it's process work or.
I think to his point, if it's just on its own, then it's not telling about process. It's not talking
It's
about like how you've worked with clients, because this
right.
is like, it's the same as like student work. Like, oh, great, you got a portfolio with no budget and you didn't actually do
Yeah.
anything. So I think if you're in the space, in that place of your business that you don't have finished work and you do have renderings, like make them cute and just get creative with how you're talking about it. Like, this is what I would do to make this room come to life. And you like show the visual of just the rendering, but then you can like highlight, like, do this to the, case out the entry, add a extra light, or put a put a mini light on the table.
Put a chargeable lamp.
Yeah. So I think you can expand on it if it and then just plopping a rendering
Just
on
plopping
your
it in.
feed.
I feel the part I did agree with is on websites. I feel like the only spot that a 3D rendering actually belongs is maybe as a coming soon project placeholder. And that you pick one great holder image that you hold on that of just this will be that project. But otherwise, I do agree that, like, especially as the AI of it all continues to get more and more realistic at times, that I just don't like it because of the confusion that it gives to people. Of some of these are, I have a trained eye and I'm like, ooh, this is close. Like, unless if someone's just scrolling by their page and they're seeing a 3D rendering, you could fool some people really quickly. And then you're not able to execute the work. And I know we've talked about that before on the show about using renderings can be kind of deceptive to people, because it's to Byron's point, it's not really showing what you're doing. Unless you're the one creating the rendering, that's not really the magic. That, like he said, that's candy kind of like, that's not the actual design work. That's just the rendering. So now let's pull it in, like you're saying, to a story about what does
Or
this
like
rendering mean?
if it's
Why do we do
actually
this?
yeah,
When
if
do
it's
we do
actually in
it?
production, like show the plans that back it up and like the finishes.
Let me see the
You can make
elevations, baby. Let me
yeah,
see
you can
that
tell a whole
FF&E schedule.
unless it's just bullshit, then
Yeah. And that might be what is actually being said here, you
I
know?
think maybe, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, maybe in the same tone, I'll share one of mine was just stop with all the saltiness on the internet. Like,
Okay.
I'm just gonna add to the saltiness of things everywhere, I guess. But there's
Yeah.
sort of this like the style police of it all, like coming out more towards consumers of like, ew, yuck, ew, that's gross. Stop living nasty. Or like, this is good taste and bad taste. And there's something really gross about the ick of it all that it seems to be coming across as maybe people don't know this. To me, it seems like it's coming across as a read on people's taste and not I'm trying to teach you about these things, about why people like them. And like, I'm sorry, you can't just be like, ew, bear paint. Everyone uses Faro and Ball. Like, no, everyone doesn't use Faro Ball. In fact, a lot of designers won't even work with it. They just color match to it from another thing. And yes, it's different, but not everyone is, getting the depth of color from Faro and Ball. Like, that's not what's happening. And there is this like, ew, poor people kind of energy when you talk about taste and style. And that's the part that is becoming ew to me. And just stop is, are you actually what are you actually saying? Are you saying ew gross and ew icky? Or are you saying, let me show you a way to elevate things? Let me guide you to things like, why are people who have money buying this over another thing? And it just seems to be like everyone's gross except rich people who have tastes that they paid for, which is not, that's ew. Like, to me, that's the ick.
Yeah, unless your brand is elitist,
Which
which
there's
yeah.
designers who do that and that exists.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
So just
I
stop with
I
the like
don't
style
think
policing and gross yucking
and
people's stuff without.
shaming.
Yeah, that's what it comes across more as. Is like, we don't need to do that. That's not I don't know. As a designer, that's not why someone would hire me, and they certainly wouldn't want to invite me into their house if they felt like they were going to get icked by me. Like,
But
"Oh, what are you
but
doing?"
maybe they are confusing it with being design domed and they do like that.
Maybe.
Like,
But then
I
is it
won't
so
go into it.
publicly salty? Like, I imagine
I
design
don't think
doming was like a private thing.
for sure. And also, like, on that same note, I think I'm seeing a lot more designers doing that to other designers, which I don't like
Oh,
that at all.
about
And I
their
know that
about their style that the other designer uses, or
I haven't seen it that direct where someone's showing it. Well, there's been a couple
yeah.
times where I've questioned, like, you're showing me a don't that's somebody else's work, but more of
Mhm.
like trying to elevate their own skills, which that's fine. Like, of course, like elevate your skills and
We don't
highlight
need
your
to
skills.
push other people down to
But
push ourselves up.
exactly. Like, I see
Yeah.
some hints of like, there's a lot of like, I know what I'm doing more than other people know what they're doing. I don't think you need
Yes.
to do the comparison part. You can just
Yes, yes.
say what you're good at. There's a there's
Correct.
a way to do it.
Yeah, like Pablo Picasso didn't need to put down the home watercolor artist. That's they're not even talking about the same thing.
He shouldn't have to be concerned with anybody else, although he's probably not a good example of anybody to look up to. But
No, turns out
he's kind of
terrible person.
problematic.
Yeah, turns out.
But
Yeah.
if you're that good, then you shouldn't worry about anything. I mean, nobody should really.
I
Just stay in
mean,
your own lane, do your own homework.
not that it's the Beyoncés they don't care about new artists coming out or whatever. They're
They
like, you
should
don't start hearing about those people till they start reaching your echelon. Like,
right. And I want to be somebody that celebrates quote unquote competitors along the way,
yeah.
at least publicly. Like, call a friend.
Yeah, call your friends, but don't keep I think that's the ick of the weird saltiness on the internet, and like it's
Yeah.
starting to come across as like the girls are fighting. And when I say girls, I mean like GURLS, not just the girls, not just women are fighting with each other. It's just like the girls,
It's
like,
mostly women, though, in our industry.
which unpack that later. That's a patriarchy thing that made women turn
Yeah.
against each other because you have more power together and you tear each other down so men don't have to do
And
that
there's
for you.
only
And
one seat at the table, but things are not that anymore, hopefully, as
yes.
much.
So we don't need to push other people down in order to go up. Those people can stay where they're at and grow from where they're at, and you can grow where you're at and move up without pushing people down. We don't have to be crabs in a pot pulling each other in, you know? You know, like how crab, like, you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I
Yeah.
know.
Anyway, should we do our
Okay.
other just stop? Okay, this one's from Camber.
Okay.
Hi, guys. So, my just stop is can we please just stop with the shaker cabinets? Please. I'm so sick of it. I have shaker cabinets in my kitchen, yes. My kitchen's over 10 years old now, and so are shaker cabinets. I'm just dying to get clients who are brave enough to break the mold and pick more interesting door styles. Please, please, please just stop with the shaker cabinets. I will say, though, that people are willing to step outside their comfort zone in smaller spaces where I've been able to use more interesting door panels in powder bathrooms, for example. But let's do it in a kitchen. Please just stop with the shaker cabinets in kitchens.
She's not wrong.
She's not wrong. I don't disagree. I still will use them or put them in. And I think sometimes, like, don't you think some of this is what people have already been exposed to? And then you trying to like push, like you try to nudge them towards something a little
Yeah, and
more adventurous?
if somebody's only going to have the capacity for one adventurous choice, then like maybe I want that choice to be the finish. I mean, I love what she's saying. Like, yes, 100%. Like, let's make everything unique in our ideal scenarios. But if like you're working with a client and like they're only gonna have the capacity for one thing, is it color or profile? Like maybe I could push them on color if I'm not pushing them on profile. But I think it's gonna change. I think it already is changing.
I think it already is changing. And honestly, if I had to pick between one or the like between a shaker or just a slab, I honestly think I'd pick the slab over the shaker at this point because at least the slab style or just like flat panel, I can turn it into something else. I can style it more modern or I can make it look kind of weird or out of place if there was something more traditional.
Yeah, I think it depends on the house for me.
But I'd rather do that than a shaker sometimes. At least the slab is nothing. It's the absence of something, which sometimes is great in restraint. But I'd hate it if
Right.
everything was slab style.
Yeah, because then it just starts looking like IKEA. Unless it's a
Yeah.
modern house.
Yeah. Or like this goes back to finish. Say it's a slab style cabinet face. It is a color pigmented stain instead.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking. Like the adventure balanced with the being safe. And maybe the same thing, like I saw some really beautiful like wire brushed shaker where the grain was more open and like more porous and you could see that it had like some texturing to the wood before they sealed it. That looked cool. That took shaker to a different level because
Mhm.
that wire brushing just starts changing the grain in the face and it opens up more. Like
And
I think there's
not all
room to
shakers
push.
created equally either.
Yeah.
Like there's cheap looking shaker that has like the square corners and like hard edges, or you can
Yeah,
see
you
like the
could
joints.
put like a little. I still love a beaded shaker. I'm a shaker
Yeah.
apologist because I also like there.
But a
I'm
beaded
just
shaker is not what she's talking about.
no, and there also is within shaker style furnishings, there are other types of cabinet panels that are prominent among shaker styles. So now it's I'm almost wondering if there's an angle to this where you tell clients, when you say shaker, it actually can mean multiple things. Let me show you. Like this is two parts designer creativity, and the other part is clients who are ready to do something more creative and getting the match between a designer who wants to do that and a client who wants to do that. And like
Yeah,
it'd be nice to have more adventure.
for sure. I am doing a built-in in one of my projects right now that is a stained blue.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. I think it's
Is it
shaker
stained?
though.
Will you send me pictures when it's out? Like
When
when you have
it's
something?
installed?
Or
Yeah. Well,
yeah, like
yeah.
I want to see that. And I want to
Yeah,
know, actually, you should come back and tell us more about what the stainer did. Like, how did they
I
pick it?
know.
What
I
did they
actually
use?
don't
Like, I'd
know.
love to
I
know
just
that.
gave him a paint color. So it's I posted last night, like the dining room got painted. So it's oval room blue is the paint of the walls. And
Oh,
then I gave them a Benjamin Moore paint color as a color profile, and they stained to match.
oh,
So
that's
it's like a
so
little bit
exciting.
different of the wall color, but yeah. Did you see this? Speaking of this, sorry, that Meet West, she posted a couple weeks ago about she was actually doing a blue stain as well on a cabinet, and they found the perfect color by putting her sunglasses on. So she posted like the stain, and then with the color of the shades, that was the color that they were aiming for.
So, like,
She's funny.
you're probably walking onto the job site and you're like, oh my God, it looks amazing. Take your glass. Oh
Ex
no. Like,
Probably. We'll ask her because 'cause we're gonna talk to her soon.
yes. Whitney will be on the show from Meet West. And so that'll be exciting to get the scoop on the sunglasses of it all.
Okay, we have one more. Just stop. Yeah?
Let's do our next one. This one's Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hi, Hotties. My just stop of the day is, as designers, we need to stop asking other designers to share their resources and process for free. So if you're going to send that email that's like, hey, I want to pick your brain, I admire what you're doing, offer right then and there to pay for their time. There's so many resources now, whether it's podcasts like this one, with the Hottie Hangouts, with templates and resources and workshops and retreats, that if you are a new designer who's wanting to grow, or a designer who's just wanting to elevate their business in general, there's so many places to do that. Even in bigger cities, I know there's like local hangouts and, designer meetings. So if you are wanting to pick a specific designer's brain, offer to pay them before you hit send.
I'm not mad at that.
No, absolutely.
Like, offer to pay for an hour of their time. Do you offer consultations? Like, it's not hard, but and the question would be, if you are not in a place to offer that, are you in a place to ask that? Like, if you're not in a place to pay for their time, then maybe you're not in a place to be asking for that guidance with that person, especially if you haven't developed a relationship with that designer or that creative or that other professional. Like,
I also think it's clear you know nothing about the industry if you're asking that. Like, most designers, we're pretty programmed to get paid for our time. So
agreed.
that's like you need to do a little bit of self-education to even know that. Like, come on.
That it's a kind of
It's not.
I would say it's a standard to offer that to someone. And I think that's the nuance, and what the Hottie submitted that is saying is, like, offer that in the beginning. Don't make them ask you to do it. Because now the emotional weight, this is where the talk therapy of everything comes out. The emotional weight of getting paid for their time is now their responsibility again, when in reality, it should be the person asking for it who needs the help should be saying, I'm happy to offer consultation time if that's something you'd be interested in, or if, like, let me know if that works. Like,
It's true. But if this does happen to you and you are the designer being asked, I think it's totally fine. And you can have a professional response that's like, oh, yeah, I totally do that. I have this link right here. And they can just go and see that it costs $300. Like,
I love doing stuff like that. I usually book it through a consult on this link.
yeah, I have
Or
mentor consultations, call it whatever. And then they'll be like, oh, damn. But they pay. Most of the time, people pay.
I think there is enough. This is just maybe it's a hot take, maybe it isn't, but I kind of think that most people asking do kind of think that someone is going to charge them for it, and they're almost hoping you'll do it out of generosity because they were audacious enough to ask for it.
And maybe you do want to give back, and that's your way of doing it. But yeah, we all know, like, a cup of coffee is not going to cut it.
No, not
unless you're
typically.
My friend. Like, if it's somebody that I want to spend time with, then I do that. But
if coming from a hard start is rough, like a cold
but
start
we've
on
both
something.
done it where we're like, you know what, I'm feeling generous, and this person could use help, and I wanted help, and I don't need to school them today if I have time to do it.
And you need to you should be filling back in somewhere. And there is like a spirit of generosity in that, of if you're going to ask others to be generous with you, then you, like, fill that back into the universe by being generous with
forward.
others. Yeah. Like, spread that knowledge somewhere useful, like, help others. At some point, you're going to have more information than someone else, and you don't need to hoard all of that. So, yeah, I would agree. Don't ask for people's advice if you're not ready to pay them for their expertise,
or listen to it on it also.
Oh my God. Okay, well, that's a whole other just stop of mine, which is, don't ask for advice if you're not ready for the tough answers. Because I do think there's a lot of people who don't want to do the thing. Like, that happens to me a lot as a Sagittarius. And what I feel like is, people will ask, you get them the free opinion that's based on expertise or lived experience, and then they don't do anything with it. And I'm kind of in I don't want to keep telling my best friends to break up with their bad boyfriends kind of energy with when it comes to like giving advice. Like people will say, I've had designers go, do you really think cash flow forecasting is necessary? And then I'm like, well, after having it, yeah, like you need to know all those things. Like, but then meanwhile, they'll come back months later and be like, I've just been running it on Vibe still. And I'm like, I'm never giving you advice again because you're not going to take it or you didn't want to hear it. Like you weren't in a place to receive it.
Yeah. Or just don't ask. Yeah. Don't ask if you don't think you're ready to do something about it.
Yeah, for sure. I want more Hottie submissions. You guys get at us with more Just Stops. Submit more Just Stops for us so we have a few more that we can talk about. Remember to be kind. And then you can choose how much information you tell us. Like when you submit in our link in bio, you can choose what degree of anonymity or confidentiality you want. You'll have to tell us a little bit because we got to know how to find you. If your audio is bad, we need to be able to get back out to you. But on the show, we don't say anything. So, yeah.
And we don't post video.
Right.
Of them.
Yep. I think that's it.
Okay. I mean, I have other things, but I just feel like we got to wrap it up.
We do kind of. Well, let's keep them for the next one.
Okay.
All right. Until next time.
Stay hot, designers.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Young Designers Club podcast.
For more on what we talked about today, check out the show notes.
Your support helps us grow, so share with your design besties.
And subscribe and leave a review on Apple Podcasts.
Our conversations continue on Instagram.
And be sure to download our monthly resources on our website and our Patreon.